Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing my Champions League round of 16 knockout predictions, part 1. So I'm going to turn it into two parts. There's 4 matches happening next week, 4 matches happening from the 21st and onwards. I'm going to predict the first 4 matches that are happening next week. And without further ado, let's get into this video. First up, Tottenham Hotspur, Spurs, whatever you want to call them, versus AC Milan. Divock Origi is coming back, that's what I'm saying. He's done it against Spurs before in the Champions League, and he can do it again. Looking at it now, AC Milan have not been on good form. They've lost their last 4 matches and then drew the one before that. But Tottenham haven't been on too bad form. They've won their last 3 matches and then lost the 2 before that. But other than that, they've been doing quite decent, Tottenham. So I'm not going to be biased just because Origi's on AC Milan. I do think Origi could score one. And if he is the person, if there is someone to score for Milan, and it will be Origi. But that's not the point. That's besides the point. I think Tottenham are going to win this one. But it is in Milan's home, so that could give them an advantage just a tiny bit. People are going to say no, but it could give them an advantage a tiny bit. Also, you need to remember it's the Champions League. Anything can happen, especially in Milan's home. So for this match, I'm going to go just 1-0 to Spurs. It sounds weird saying that Spurs are going to beat someone, but to be fair, Spurs did make it to a final last time, so we've got to give them grats. But I think it's going to be 1-0 to Spurs, just because it's in Milan's home. If it wasn't, I reckon it would have been like way worse, and it would have been like a much higher scoreline. But I think just because it's in Milan's home, I'm going to say 1-0 to Spurs. And I'm going to say the person scoring that goal, it's going to be Harry Kane coming back with a Heung-min assist. Easy. The link-up's going to be back. The Champions League duo is going to be back for Spurs. And it will help them get a 1-up before the second leg. Next up, PSG and Bayern Munich. This is a classic. This game has been such a classic over the past few years, honestly. First, I'm going to look back on the last few matches they played against each other together. The last time they played each other was 2021, and Bayern Munich won 1-0, but PSG went through on aggregate 3-3 because of away goals, when the away goals rules used to count. Before that, they played against each other again, 3-2 to PSG. Then Bayern Munich before that, 1-0. And I'm pretty sure that was the Champions League final, the last time PSG lost. So, yeah. It's been quite even, to be fair. It's in Parc des Princes as well. PSG's home. So I think there's no way PSG lose this. I'm going to say 2-0 to PSG. I'm going to say Messi gets himself a goal and Neymar gets himself a goal. So looking on form, PSG did lose their last match to Marseille, which was a cup match. But other than that, they've been on good form. Obviously, it's Ligue 1. People would say a farmers league. But they've been on good form other than that the past few matches. 2-1 win, 3-1 win, 1-0 draw, 7-0 win before that. Bayern Munich, decent form as always. Bundesliga as well. Some people would say a farmers league once again. 4-2, 4-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. And my predictions for that match is going to be 2-1 to PSG. I think there's no way they lose this, but I think they only win it by a bit still. And I think it's going to be Neymar and Messi scoring a goal, both getting a goal. It could be anyone that assists it, but I think it's going to be Neymar and Messi getting themselves a goal. For Bayern Munich, I think it's either going to be Musiala or Koeman getting them a goal, or even Muller, you never know, one of the 3. And they're going to get a goal, but it's going to be 2-1, and that's my predictions for that match. Next up, Benfica and Club Brugge. This is actually a very interesting match. People are going to be like, oh, it's going to be a dead match, but it's going to be very interesting. 2 different leagues, Portuguese league, Belgium league. Interesting match. 2 top clubs from both their leagues, and it's going to be an interesting match with a lot of goals. Club Brugge have been on a alright form. They've drawn the last 5 matches they played, they've drawn 4 of the 5, and they've won 1 out of the last 5. But whereas Benfica have won 4 out of their last 5 and only drawn 1, which was their most recent match. Also, it's at Club Brugge Stadium, so home, and it's at Belgium. But I think this is going to go Benfica's way, and it's going to be 2-1. Hear me out. I think Benfica are they're going to score 2 goals. It's going to be 2-1, and they're going to hold it. Oh no, it's going to be 2-0. They're going to hold it, then they're going to concede 1. But they're still going to manage to hold the match till the end, and it's going to end up as 2-1 to Benfica. And the goal for Club Brugge, I think, is going to be Vanaken, or he'll assist a goal, or he'll just do something in that match. For Benfica, I think it's going to be Gonzalo Guedes or David Neres, who even gets himself a goal or assist that match. So, end score 2-1 to Benfica. Last match of the video that I'm going to be predicting this video. Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea. Interesting match. Before you slander me, hear me out. I think it's going to be an interesting match because Chelsea haven't been on the best form recently. We all know that. Dortmund have been on decent form, but also they're a Bundesliga club. So Bundesliga versus Premier League. 2 alright teams. Chelsea obviously not in the best form. Dortmund in a good form. it's also at Dortmund's home, so I think there's no other way this goes. I think it's easy. 3-0 to Dortmund. They're going to smash Chelsea out of the park. And it's going to be at least Jude Bellingham getting himself at least 2 goals or an assist. Somewhat. He's going to be one of the best players that match, I think, Jude Bellingham. And then Chelsea will probably try and sign him. But that's not the point of this video. I think either Jude Bellingham or Haller is going to get a goal or assist that match. Or maybe Royce or even Brandt. One of them. But it's going to end up being 3-0. And Dortmund are going to smash Chelsea. Chelsea wouldn't even know I hit them. Hopefully it's ages well. Maybe it might not. Maybe it will. We'll see. But yeah, guys. Those were my Champions League round of 16 knockout predictions. This is part 1. There's going to be part 2 for the other teams coming out like later. But obviously not now because the other 4 matches are like in like 2 weeks time still. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a different type of video. Obviously it's the same kind of predictions video, but it was Champions League this time. Usually I just do Premier League. But I decided to do Champions League since it's there and just give you guys my thoughts on it. If you agreed with me, disagreed, you know what to do. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on my opinions or my predictions. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.